Top scrolling. Military seized Venezuelan state assets earlier this year. And within minutes, the conversation stopped being about democracy and became about money. A lot of money. The oil stash. Here's what happened. Seized control of Venezuelan state assets. The administration took custody of 50 million barrels of crude oil. Sanctions as a blocking mechanism. We control the dispersal, not the account. Sounds technical, sounds harmless, but lawmakers weren't convinced. Because here's the contradiction. If the U.S. military seized the oil, if the U.S. government sold it, and the U.S. decides when the money is released, how does Washington not control the account? The creditor's nightmare. To understand the real reason behind Qatar, you have to understand one word: debt. Venezuela owes up to $170 billion to international creditors, Wall Street bondholders, oil giants like ExxonMobil and ConocoPhillips, foreign governments. If that $200 million ever touched a New York bank, frozen instantly. Judges would seize it. Creditors would garnish it. Years of litigation would follow. Rubio's defense: Qatar keeps the money outside U.S. jurisdiction. No American court orders. No immediate freezes. Democrats sound the alarm. Representative Lloyd Doggett didn't hold back. He fired off a formal letter demanding answers. What legal authority allows this offshore account? Why not choose a country with stronger transparency laws? Who is auditing the transactions? His words were blunt. Is this an unsupervised offshore slush fund? Elizabeth Warren's warning. Senator Elizabeth Warren raised the most dangerous question of all. Is this even legal? She argued there is no law allowing a president to seize foreign assets, sell them, and store the proceeds offshore beyond congressional oversight. She's now investigating whether U.S. banks refused this money because the legal risk was too high. If American banks said no, what does that say about the move to Qatar? The shadow budget fear. And here's the part no one wants to say out loud. The $200 million is just the beginning. Still controls 50 million barrels of oil. That means another $1.5 to $2 billion could be sold. If all of it flows into the same Qatari account, we're looking at a multi-billion-dollar shadow budget. Controlled by the State Department, shielded from Congress, protected from creditors, overseen by who exactly? The legal gray zone. The administration is likely relying on the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEEPA. But legal experts warn, freezing assets is legal. Selling them and spending the money is another matter entirely. Normally, spending foreign assets requires congressional appropriation. This setup bypasses Congress entirely. That's why lawmakers say, this isn't just about Venezuela, it's about the power of the purse in Washington. The risk no one is talking about. If courts decide the U.S. is the de facto owner of these funds, taxpayer could become liable for Venezuela's debts. That's not just a legal headache, that's a financial time bomb. What happens next? Here's what to watch. Bank responses to Elizabeth Warren due today. House oversight subpoenas for Treasury officials. Whether the $200 million stays in Qatar or gets moved. Because once that money moves, creditors will strike. Final question, is this a genius geopolitical chess move to protect Venezuela's transition? Or a dangerous loophole that undermines U.S. law and congressional authority? The secret account isn't secret anymore, and the battle over Venezuela's oil billions has officially begun. Comment below, smart strategy or legal disaster? Subscribe if you want updates as this story unfolds.